My internet was cut off just now. The connection was cut off. I'm so sorry. When did it happen? When did it happen? Oh my god. When did it happen? Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I was so immersed in the game, I didn't know it was happening. When did it happen? I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. Lord Clint Fancy X left a will in which he confessed to everything. When those words came out of Asoki's mouth, it deranged me completely. I knew I must do anything and everything in my power to contain the situation. But I couldn't find the damn document. I searched his cell, but it wasn't there. Which precipitated the jailbreak plot. What do you mean? The need to obtain that will was all consuming. I was sure that if I facilitated Asugi's escape, he would emerge with a will somewhere on his person. But despite searching his slim body in the cemetery that night, it still eluded me. Are you still there with me? It never even crossed my mind that it was concealed in his sword hilt. Of course not! Who would think so? I mean, nobody would have thought. What pains me now is that my brother left his world without word to me. Aww. I'm sorry, Lord Van Zeeks. In point of fact, I think perhaps that isn't the case. Sorry? How can that be? There is more to his last will and testament. What? At the back? As I confront the prospect of my demise, I feel bitter regret for my younger brother. Barak, you have always looked up to me, and now you follow in my footsteps to become a prosecutor. It is my fervent wish that my unspeakable deeds should not hinder your advancement. I ask not for understanding, for none could understand my depravity. I ask only for forgiveness. Asoki is a fine detective and a hunter worthy of respect. He has agreed to honor my final two wishes. The first is that this document survives. The second, I cannot commit to paper. I have confessed my sins to my wife. May she find resolution in my death. With my eternal gratitude to my Japanese friend, I rest my quill. Clint Fancies. Clint. Oh, poor Lord Barak! Male Strongheart, you colluded with Sage Shirojigoku in a criminal plot so immense it spanned the oceans, and you cold-heartedly murdered all those who knew the truth about what happened 10 years ago. But why did you set about that now, a whole decade later? To ascend to the very peak. These last 10 years made me realize being the Lord Chief Justice wasn't enough, short of becoming Her Majesty's Attorney General. I could have no real power to effect the changes needed in this country. And for that promotion, I needed to assure no remnants of the past remained. How could you? Yay, it's back! It is back! It is back. I like everything to run smoothly in the exact manner that I prescribed, like a well-oiled machine. and I was just a step away. And for your ambition to succeed. Did you even bother to count the number of brilliant people you had killed? Ah, Mr. Reaper, are you not forgetting something? Such as? You have very much adopted your usual prosecutor-like demeanor in the proceedings now. But the reality of the situation is that you are the defendant in this trial. However, the presiding judge would appear to have fallen from the bench, as it were. Yay! He's back! May I suggest, therefore, that we entrust the final adjudication to an old friend. My lord! As a member of judiciary, I've been following the proceedings from the gallery. And I must say, I shan't ever forget the extraordinary battle between good and evil that I've witnessed here today. The darkness that had blighted justice in our land these past 10 years has at least been dispelled, thanks in no small part to the efforts of the bright young star from the east. Defense Counsel Naruhodo. Yes, my lord. On behalf of everyone here present in Old Bailey, I give you my heartfelt thanks. You are too kind, my lord. The first time I faced you in court, just under a year ago, I had the faintest of intimations that if British justice so warped and twisted over its long history was finally to no change. This might just be the man to do it. What? But at the time, I wouldn't allow myself to acknowledge the possibility I could overcome my hatred of the Japanese after the circumstances of my brother's death. Mr. Naruhodo? Allow me to apologize for countless discourtesy on my part. You are a lawyer of boundless talent. Aww. Oh, Lord Benzies. When I first arrived in Great Britain, I was literally a nobody, certainly not a lawyer. The truth is, my fortunes have entirely been made by the miraculous people I've met. My best friend, Kazuma Seki, who led me here to Britain in the first place. My loyal and ever-patient judicial assistant, Mr. Sato, who helped me study to become a lawyer. The brilliant Lord Mancinius, who never failed to challenge his infamous rival. And not to mention, the exceptional master of logic and reasoning, who showed me the true art of deduction, Mr. Jones. Saving the best for last, Mr. Naruto. What a relief! So unfortunate. Yeah, the strong heart defeat. I just knew it. You cut the strong heart defeat, right? I'm so sorry. And I didn't capture the moment of it either. I'm well aware that without all these people's help and support, I wouldn't be where I am today. The truth is a guiding light that always leads to happiness. I've lived by that principle for a long time, but actually, it's not true. The truth can also cause great pain, sometimes even leave people on the brink of despair. And for that reason, there are those who feel the need to hide the truth, who do it instinctively. But as soon as we allow our eyes to settle on something other than the truth, darkness takes hold. And from here it grows, until eventually it makes us blind to the guiding light of the truth altogether. So that's why it's my belief that we must all resolve never to avert our eyes from what is just and true. So that we can continue to walk the straight and narrow path ahead. Nice. Well, I must excuse myself now. But before I go, Mr. Naruto, let me compliment you on your grand opus. What? Without your beautifully composed case against Lord Strongheart, Your Majesty would have been able to act. Thanks to you and your fellows, the haunting undertones corrupting Britain's justice system have been silenced. Thank you very much. So, until our paths cross again somewhere. Well then, it would appear that this long trial has finally come to an end. My apologies for any sudden possible. I'm quite sure we shall meet again in the courtroom as you In conclusion of these proceedings, I hereby declare the defendant, Baruch Van Zeeks, not guilty! Woohoo! He deserves some fireworks. Nice. That is all. The court is adjourned. Nice. Woo! I'm hungry now. What should I eat? 4th November. 4:21 p.m. The Old Bailey, defendant's entity. It really is all over. But did I sacrifice too much? Mr. Naruhodo? I really must congratulate you. It was a truly splendid performance. Honestly, I couldn't be happier for you. Oh, thank you very much. But I really couldn't have done it without you at my side through it all, Miss Susato. Oh! Your kind words mean so much to me. It really was a very splendid show, that Naruto. I would have thought you'd be smiling from ear to ear, but you look rather gloomy. Well, of course I'm delighted by the verdict, but in exposing the truth, I'm afraid I've caused my client a great deal of pain. I'm really not sure if that's what a lawyer ought to be doing. Oh well, in that case, I'm quite sure that when you see Lord Van Teek's smiling face, everything will seem much better. Smiling face! Mr. Sato, everything seems worse. He has a face like thunder. Oh dear, I really shouldn't have presumed. Mr. Naruto? Yes? Almost a year it's been now, since I first encountered you here in this very courthouse. For you to have risen to the level of excellence you demonstrated today. Well, it's quite remarkable. But I suppose the most unpalatable truth you could ever have imagined. I feel as though I've robbed you of some you held so dear. What was it he said? To fight those who dwell in darkness requires at least some of us to occupy the darkness ourselves. But that was just a feeble excuse of a moment. Only those with a steadfast eye for the truth have what it takes to fight the dark forces of God. You made fine work of establishing that fact in court today. Oh. Well, thank you. What magnanimous words. I'm quite sure that Kazuma-sama would have a smile on his face at this very moment if he were here. Kazuma. Nobody's smiling. There's another face like thunder here. Oh right, he really was here. Lord Van Zeeks? Allow me to congratulate you on your acquittal. Congratulate me? Or curse me? You failed to bring down the reaper. I owe you an apology. No, it is I who should apologize. Your father, Genshin. If I had been stronger, then perhaps. I made an unforgivable error of judgment. I can offer no excuse. And I can offer no forgiveness. That said, I suppose you fought for justice and the truth. For that reason, I can withhold its me that you could know. I will hold him dear. Oh, I must say, there's one thing that's still bothering me. What's that? The will that Lord Clint Van Zeeks wrote before his duel with my father. Asogi is a fine detective and a hunter worthy of respect. He has agreed to honor my final 2 wishes. The first is that this document survives. The second, I cannot commit to paper. I have confessed my sins to my wife. May she find resolution in my death. With my eternal gratitude to my Japanese friend, I rest my claim. Clint Van Zeeks. What can the second of his final wishes have been? That your father agreed to honor. I think perhaps I might be able to shed some light on that. What? Father? It was 10 years ago, as you know, the day before the execution was scheduled. I went to the prison to say my farewells to Genshin. Why aren't you putting up more of a fight, Genshin? If you'd only agree to it, Seishiro and I would gladly petition the government. We've been through this already. You don't need to worry about me. Anyway, Eugene, I have a favor to ask you. Something of a great importance. You're one of my greatest friends, Genshin. Whatever it is, consider it done. I'm going to tell you an address. I need you to go there at once, in secret, and tell me. You should find a lady of gentry in hiding. A lady of the gentry? She's not in a good way, and she is with child. The birth is imminent. As a medical man, I'd like you to attend to her. Please, you're her only hope. By any chance, is the child... Oh! Iris? By any chance, is the child yours, Genshin? Don't be daft. It's a favor that was asked of me by a man I knew, as his dying wish. My goodness! I swore to the man that I would help. That I would do whatever I could for his wife and his unborn child. But if something should happen to me, I need to ask you that same favor. You're the only person I know that I can truly rely on. Oh shit! What did you say? If something should happen to you? Tomorrow night you're going to be... You never know though, do you? What life will bring. Alright then, tell me the address. I'll head there at once, but Seishiro... No, not with him. Pardon? This is a favor I'm asking of you, and only you, Eugene. Right, I see. Very well then. It's Iris. That very night, I caught a train from Paddington to Dartmoor in Devon. I found the old house in the middle of nowhere. There was an old hunting hound lay asleep in the grounds. The poor woman was on the floor at the back of the darkened room. She was in mortal danger. I broke her waters to precipitate the labor before she weakened further, but it was a torturous work. I did everything humanly possible for her and her child. Oh, and in the end, I was lucky enough to welcome a new life into the world. But tragically, my efforts to save the mother's life were in vain. I held the healthy newborn girl in my arms and wept for longer than I care to remember. Eventually, in something of a daze, I looked around the room. There was... Oh! precious little... Oh, shit! She's Clint's... Oh my god! There was precious little in it. But an old travel trunk caught my eye. It had clearly been well looked after over the years, made of top quality leather with fine stitching. But it was when I saw the emblem on the side of it that everything dropped into place. Shit. B for Baskerville. B. Baskerville? You mean the woman was the wife of Lord Clint Van Zeeks? That's right. The newborn was his daughter. But that makes no sense. Why on earth wouldn't Clint have entrusted a child to my care in that case? I was completely unaware that he even had a daughter. I suppose he didn't really have any choice. What? Well, your brother said that he confessed everything to his wife, so she must have been beside herself with worry for her child. If the true identity of the professor were ever to be made public, the girl would be forever branded as a daughter of the infamous mass murderer. So the only solution was to distance the young girl from the Van Zeeks family as much as possible. I don't believe it. You have a granddaughter! I imagine... No, wait. Not granddaughter. Wait, you have a niece, right? Is it a niece? Yes, it is. Wait, yes, it is a niece. I imagine that in his final hour, Lord Clint Van Zeeks made his obvious choice. He would have thought to himself, this Japanese man here is someone I can trust. I honored my promise to Genshin, of course. However, only a month later, I was summoned back to Japan, and without disclosing the parentage of the child, I couldn't obtain permission to take her with me. Oh, how awful. I was completely at a loss. In the end, I had to ask my great friend. I asked him if he would be a father to her. That being Mr. Sholmes, I presume. Yes. He took one look into my eyes and agreed to it on the spot. Mr. Sholmes, he has a heart of gold. Yeah, he is. He can be very, very silly, but he has a heart of gold. Really, all it can be said that I did for the child was to give her a name. Oh? When I'd come to Britain, I was trying to escape from the grave of losing my darling wife. So it was her name that I gave the little girl. Your wife's name, Professor Kotoba. In other words, the name of my mother. Ayame Mikotoba. Ayame. Oh! That's right, Ayame. Or in English, Iris. Iris. Wait, you just realized that? I had no idea. Ow! Mr. Naruto, what's wrong? This little thing just pinched me on the behind through my trouser pocket. Hard. Ah, my dear fellows, can you hear me? Mr. Sholmes, is that you? Ow, yes, we can hear you. You see what excessive talking can do? Let me be a lesson to you. Mr. Sholmes, we weren't able to thank you properly before, but you were simply marvelous. Your checkmate move was a stroke of genius. Indeed it was, wasn't it? I surpassed myself, I think. I had become apparent to me that to stop the Lordship injustice would require such measures. Bruno Susie! Oh, Iris? Oh, I'm so pleased! What a wonderful outcome! Her Majesty Queen Vicky said she thought my special blend was delicious. Oh, I'm sure she did. After all, no one brews a more delicious tea than you do, Iris. Let's have a party to celebrate. And Mr. Reaper, you simply must come too. What? I'm afraid I couldn't. The Reaper of the Pale, flustered by a 10-year-old girl, again. No, really? Oh, pooh. But I give you my word that I shall present myself at your residence in the near future to express my gratitude. Oh, how lovely. You've promised now. I won't let you forget. Bye for now, then. All right, Iris. Thank you for all your help earlier. Oh, that was nothing. Just come back home soon. Ouch! Oh, one final pinch goodbye, was it? Well, I think I ought to be leaving. Lord Van would you care to accompany me? Certainly. Mr. Naruto, allow me once again to express my deep gratitude to you. I believe you saved my life. Wait, Lord Van Yes? What are you intending to do now? Well, clearly, I shall have to resign from the prosecutor's office. Oh no! I intend to publicize the full truth about the professor case. Once it's done, the Van Zieks family will be ostracized completely from London society. Surely not. So as soon as I'm free from my employment, I shall leave the capital. Oh, I see. Don't be a fool. Although the actions of a man once feared as a mighty reaper of the Bailey, I beg your pardon. For the past 10 years, you have endured the pseudonym and been cast as one of the dark forces yourself. Now that you've finally been freed from that disrepute, your battle is just beginning, surely? Well, I certainly never expected to hear those words from your lips. I waited a very long time to come to London. Now I'm properly here. I intend to learn all that I can. Anyway, goodbye for now, Inosuke Naruto. Well, you have a very runty student. Kazuma Hazuki. It seems as though he's really matured some. He's not the only one who's matured, Mr. Naruto. Well, I think we should make our way back to Baker Street. We must help Iris with tonight's dinner. We must. Oh my god. It was then that I came to an important decision about my future. November, 6:25 p.m. Shome Suite. I'm home! Ah! About time you got here. We've been waiting ages, Otto. What are you doing with that colorful piece of history? It's a party, ain't it? It's gotta go off with a bang. I mean, fireworks, ideally. But when you ain't got fire, smoke's the next best thing, ain't it? There's a girl on Fresno Street who can help you with that, I think. Right, I'll remember that. You don't have to reload the thing every time I speak. You really must hear this. It's quite the most extraordinary thing. I assure you, it will defy your expectations. Take down every detail now, Protocol. The world-famous great detective battling his partner with the tail as a danger. A sight to behold. Would you care to hazard a guess? Where do you suppose the fiendish runaway had concealed himself? Would you believe? Inside the trunk I found abandoned in his cabin. I will believe it, yes. I say, I detect not a hint of surprise. I wonder why that is. Maybe because I was there at the scene as well, Jones. What? You were? Then why the deuce did you say so before? Not quite a sight I was expecting to behold, but still. It's hard not to feel privileged to see it. Hello, Mrs. Sholmes, Professor Mikotoba. I'm finally back from the Bailey. And not a moment too soon. The feast prepared by Iris and Mr. Sato awaits. I must say, I haven't seen Susato looking so happy in a very long time. Ah, Runo! There you are! Dinner is on the table, everyone. Please do come and take a seat. Time to fill me boots! Aww. Goodness, is that really true, Gina? Yup, I'm losing my copper's clobber and going back to what I know best is a diver's life for me. You're really leaving the police force? But why, Ginny? Bribe the queen with tea, thank you, Iris. Well, if the tea is good enough. Well, the boss ain't around no more, so... Oh... But anyway, no matter how hard I try, that Reaper ain't gonna accept our return take, is he? Well, people can change, you know. Ah, yes, that reminds me. I rather thoughtfully offered to relieve the bailiff of this now defunct piece of evidence. Eh? It's the inspector's pocket watch, and the crown has been reattached. That watch was his pride and joy, a symbol of his great achievements as Scotland Yard. For 10 years without failure, it measured every second of the man's remarkable career. But now, it stopped. Someone needs to keep the memory of Inspector Gregson's career alive by taking on the great responsibility of winding this watch every single day again. Yes! Someone with an equally fierce detective spirit! It's gotta be me! There ain't no one else! Quite right. I mean, after all, the boss was... Well, he was my boss! Yes, Jenny! Yes, he was! Oh yeah, and I made you a promise and all, didn't I, Iris? That I'd become a proper detective one day and track down your own man. Oh! Alright then, it's decided. I'll do it. And I swear, I'll find your dad and bring him in kicking and screaming. I'm not entirely sure that would be appropriate. Yes, I think, Gina. It might be best to, well, I think I'd like to forget that promise, Ginny. Eh? Iris? Well, obviously I've always wondered about who my real daddy is. Of course I have. I wanted to know where I've come from. I thought it might tell me something about myself. But I've caused such a lot of trouble trying to find out for so many people. Hurley, Bruno, Professor Miki. Oh no, not at all, my dear. Really, you owe no apology to anyone. Well, anyway, I've decided to give up on it. Because I've finally realized my daddy is the greatest in the world. I don't think it matters what his name is or where he's from. Don't you agree? Hurley? Aww. With every word, Iris. Thank you, Hurley. Thank you, Daddy. Aww. I think Mikoto. Yes, Jones. I think that I ought to express my gratitude to you. Oh. For 6 years, you and I solved many mysteries together. And during that time, I remember countless expressions of gratitude for our good services. But a moment ago, I heard the most pleasing expression of gratitude before, and I should never have experienced it. Were it not for you, you old softy, Jones. But I must confess, it's a weight off my mind to hear you say it. Aww. Well then, I think this calls for a lengthy violin recital, wouldn't you say? Oh well, the food would go cold. That's the only problem. Maybe next week early? Are you sure a week is long enough, Iris? Aww, Iris. Even amidst the most troubling of cases, even reeling from the most shocking revelations, turning in the evening of this suite of rooms, there is always warmth and happiness to be had. The home of the world's greatest detective, and my home too, with my greatest family. 4th November, 9:37 p.m. Naruhodo's legal consultancy. The game won't let me go to eat. The game won't let me go eat. This adding room has been my home and office for almost a year now. I've certainly had some unforgettable experiences whilst I've lived here. But I think now the time has come. Time to bid this place farewell. Naruhodo? Oh, Professor! Are you alone? I didn't hear any sound from Susato-san. Yes, Susato-san went out after dinner. She took a carriage. Some about an important matter she needed to take care of. Ah, I see. I wanted to thank you for what you did earlier. Oh? With Iris, I mean. When the subject of her father came up, Lord Clint Van Zeeks. I made up my mind many years ago never to tell her who her real father is. Father was. It's what was agreed with Genshin after all. Lord Clint Van Zeek's final wishes before he died, you mean? Yes. I've had to take some rather drastic steps at times to protect the secret, you know? Calling Susato back to Japan 6 months ago, for example. That's why? When I read Soseki-san's report about his final days in London, my heart nearly stopped. You'd stumbled across the crux of that terrible case. The dog's collar. Ah. The description of the Baskerville insignia left me in no doubt. Baskerville. If you'd decided to investigate that insignia, sooner or later you have made the connection to the Van Zeeks. And to make matters worse, Susato knew of the unpublished story as well. The story that Iris had written based on my notes from the time. Ah yes, the Hound of the Baskervilles. Exactly. It was a work of fiction, but based on the grim reality of a huge beast of a dog being used as a murder weapon. A dog with the Baskerville family emblem around his neck. Armed with those two clues, I feared you and Susato might arrive at the truth. So I invented that story about having collapsed to justify her leaving London and returning to Japan at once. All in aid of halting any investigations you and she might have been contemplating. I see. Something I have never understood is why Susato-san came across that manuscript in Japan then. You know, Iris is the Hound of the Baskerville story. Shom sent it to me. That was before Susato left Japan. It was very troubled about what should be done about it, you see. I'd read it and carefully left it on my desk. And carelessly left it on my desk, which was where Susato came across it, of course. Ah. It was the only case Jones and I ever pursued that I didn't record in meticulous detail. I was stunned when I discovered that young Iris had pierced together so much from my paltry notes. Jones and I discussed the matter and decided that we could allow the story's publication. At that point, I returned the manuscript by post to Sholmes for safekeeping. So you did all that to stop Iris from finding out the truth about her father. That's right, because Sholmes had told me now how astute she'd become. However, having witnessed events in court today, I must say my opinion is somewhat shifted. Oh? I think at some point in the future, the time will come for Iris to know the truth. And when it does, well, I believe it will be for the best. Yeah, one day she'll know. I think so too. Actually, Professor, I wanted to talk to you about something too. Judging from that expression, I'd say you've come to a decision, have you? Yes, I have. I will be returning with you to Japan. Are you quite sure? I'm really only here as a substitute for Kazuma. But he's here in Britain now, as originally intended. Locum student Naruhodo doesn't really have a right to stay, I think. I see. Looking back now, when I first arrived here in February, my becoming a lawyer just seemed to be the way things turned out. With Kazuma, Susato-san, and Mr. Sholmes are gently pushing me in that direction. I spent the best part of a year immersed in this world, but always aware of a seed of doubt inside me. Until today. Standing in that courtroom earlier, our doubts vanished from my mind. I was solely focused. I was sure my belief in my client. And I was sure I could see the trial through. And at the end of it, I finally realized no one else chose this path. I chose it myself. The path of a defense lawyer, eh? Yes, that's what I am now. That's what I'll be going back with you to Japan as. And that's the path I'll be following for the rest of my life. Well, it sounds like you made quite a resolution there. I have. Very well then. I must say, it's extremely welcome news. I shall make arrangements for your return first thing tomorrow, but I don't imagine we'll depart for a few days. Not with the symposium having been cancelled now. Such a shame. Never mind. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities in the future. Well then, I'll bid you goodnight. Wow. Susato-san. I just wanted to let you know I'm back. Did you, hear what your father and I were discussing? I'm sorry, I did, yes, I couldn't help, but... Oh, how much did you hear? Well, from the part about Iris' real father, I think. In other words, from the beginning. So you've made up your mind? You'll return to Japan and continue working as a defense lawyer. Yes, I'm sorry. I really should have consulted you about it. I did want to earlier this evening, actually, but you'd already gone out. Oh no, that's quite alright. I already know that it's what you decide, Naruto-san. You did? Susato-san. Ah, yes. I suppose this means it has to be farewell soon? I suppose. You'll be a great help to Kazuma going forward. I mean, I know he's a brilliant lawyer, but he's new to a British courtroom. He would certainly benefit greatly having a brilliant judicial assistant at his side. I'll do my very best. I wish I could say it, but I just can't. I can't ask her to come with me. After all, she was always supposed to be coming to Britain as Kazuma's assistant. Aww. try to get some sleep. I'm sure you must be exhausted after today. Oh, yes, you're right. Before I retire, let me just say one more time. You really were quite splendid in court today. So if you ask me, anyone who thinks of you as a substitute or a locum should be ashamed of themselves. Susato-san. Thank you. November, 5:42 a.m. Port of Dover. Quick, Quayside. I can never read that word. I can't believe this day's finally come. We're really leaving then, Bruno? I'm afraid so, Iris. Thank you so much for everything. I don't know what I would do without your wonderful cooking and delicious tea. Oh, I wish you weren't going. But you have to come back and visit, say you will. Of course, I promise. Well, it was a very brief reunion, but it was a pleasure to pursue a case with you again after so long. For a while at least, it felt like old times. Yes, I suppose on reflection, there's something to be said for it, having a little fun once in a while. I'll just go say goodbye to the professor as well, I think. Alright, Iris, you do that.
Susato-san.
I've just checked, Naruhodo-san. Your luggage is already on board. Such a beautiful morning. Perfect for embarking on a journey, isn't it?
Before I set off, I'd just like to say how thankful I am for everything you've done for me. And give my warmest regards to Kazuma, please.
Actually, I think you ought to give him your regards in person, don't you?
Sorry?
Ryunosuke.
Of course!
Kazuma! What are you doing here?
Do you really think I'd miss my best friend's departure?
I don't think so. Of course not. Yeah, so romantic.
Thanks. To be honest, I'd been looking forward to our wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's capital, but,
Well, we'll have to save that for another time. Personally, I'm looking forward to facing you in court again.
Me too. But, we're both defense lawyers, so,
I'm going to become a prosecutor. I'll stay in Lord Van Zeek's tutelage for the time being, but before long, I intend to be just as formidable as the Reaper himself.
Oh, I see.
It's like, oh.
Actually, Ryunosuke, I have a favor to ask.
Name it.
I'd like you to take care of this for me for a while.
Karuma? Why?
Because I've seen it now. I've seen what's inside me. The demon that reared its ugly head that day. It was only for the briefest of moments. The last time I came face to face with that inspector. But it was unmistakable. I wanted to kill him. I've always known there are demons that live inside people. And now I know there is one in me. The fact that it very nearly consumed me is something I'll carry with me until the end of my days. While I devote my life to fighting those whose demons have got the better of them. as a prosecutor.
So, that's what you've resolved to do, is it?
Until I'm ready to face the demon within me, to slay it once and for all. I leave this in your care, if you'll take it.
Of course I will. I'll keep it by my side, always. Until we meet again, then. You have your path to follow, and I have mine.
Naruhodo-san? The path you're going to follow from now on, I wonder if I might follow it at your side, and unless I'd be a burden.
Oh, I knew it!
What? I mean, I would very much like you to come with me. But aren't you...
You're so predictable, Ryunosuke.
He is.
I am?
I am? He's so cute! That's why I love the Naruhodo clan so much. They're so adorable.
Honestly, you never change at all. But that's what I like about you.
You mean you knew about this?
It was the evening after Lord Van Zeek's trial came to an end. She came to see me at the prosecutor's office.
Really? Oh, when I had that conversation with Professor Mikotoba.
So, you'd go with Ryunosuke back to Japan?
Yes. I know it's unfair of me to follow my own interests like this.
Coming here especially to tell me. You're a stickler for etiquette, aren't you? Well, what are his feelings?
We've never discussed it, of course, and Naruhodo-san has made no such suggestion. I worry that perhaps I'd be a burden to him.
He's just as much of a stickler for etiquette as you are. He'd never say anything before he was asked. But I'd feel happy knowing you were with him. Look out for him on my behalf, will you?
Of course.
I love them so
Susato-san.
much.
What do you think, Naruhodo-san?
With you by my side, no trial would seem too daunting. So if you're willing, I'd be honored if you'd come with me. Together we can take on the world.
Now kiss!
I'm terribly incompetent, but if you'll have me, I'd be delighted.
Oh, no,
Oh,
no,
my
not at all.
God.
If anyone's terribly incompetent, it's me.
Oh, you're so cute. I love it.
What's wrong?
Your luggage, Susato-san. There's no time. The ship's going to set sail any minute now.
It's all right. There's no need to worry. As it happens, my luggage is already on board too.
It is?
Your fine judicial assistant has everything in hand as always, I see.
Your ship's about to leave.
Time to go then. Look after yourself, Ryunosuke.
Kazuma, draw your sword. One day, when our paths cross, once more, we'll fight a duel of words across the courtroom. A day I eagerly await as a lawyer
I've been waiting to hear you say that. Partner.
Don't forget me then, Kazuma.
As if I could, Ryunosuke.
And Mr. Sholmes, thank you so much. I'm very much indebted to you.
Indeed, Mr. Naruhodo. I believe you are.
I'll never forget all you've done for me during my time in London.
Quite. I should like to think you will remember your debt of gratitude. Especially when I visit you in your country. What? The truth is, although many are ignorant of the fact, the world is far smaller than most folk realize.
Well, I'd be delighted if you came to Japan one day.
Oh yes, would welcome you with open arms, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh, that sounds wonderful! I can't wait!
In that case, let us conclude that this is to be merely a brief parting, my dear fellows.
I'm so happy. I have no words.
And that brings us to the end of my adventures in Great Britain. A peculiar twist of fate brought me halfway around the world those many months ago. But that was just the start of my journey. Who knows where fate will lead me next? Still, I'm confident this won't be my last meeting with the friends I've made in London. And when we're together again, no doubt the first words I'll hear will be...
Objection!
Come, the game is afoot.
I thought it was gonna be objection because in every game there was
The ship, with our friends from the east, sailed steadily towards the distant horizon.
I guess it's not done yet.
But Sholmes' face was alight with joy. The times may change, but a steadfast friendship will remain true, Wilson. We have but to gently close our eyes, and we are with our companions once more.
So I do just that. And when I do, I can hear his strong, familiar voice ring out. Objection! Until we meet again, Bruno. Nice! Oh my god, finally I've finished the Green Ace Attorney! After all these times! It's been years since I had this game. I've been thoroughly redundant with inquiries about my remote blah blah, but I'm no real related Hoku and one promise close court secrecy. Anyway, I've decided an absence from London is in order. So join distant spies. Empire of Japan, perhaps. I understand that wardrobe class incurs no charge whatsoever. Nice! Woohoo! This is the end. I'm so sorry the stream got cut off once. I gave a little note to Hurley the other day. It just said, thank you for everything, Daddy. But it made Hurley cry. Aww, and I gave him some lotion that invented herself to dye his hair red simply. But he said that might make him cry too, so he'd rather not use it. Aww. I really want to see how Balrog would confront Iris though, knowing that she's his niece now. In those days, when I was known as a rebirth, I felt your presence at my side. Your presence. Once and ever to bear burden of that grim pseudonym I've retired from the courtroom. Despite everything, I still wear your persecutor's badge with pride. But the darkness that once beset me is no more, as you too are no more. the words of a young foreign friend of mine, I must strive forward toward a brighter future. Aww, poor him though. Thank you. Oh, he's still here. The boss left a note for me, you know. I really don't know A to Z, the whole lot. It's clear a load of stuff. The boss was trying to protect me, see? And that's exactly what me and Chief Inspector Toby are gonna keep doing for Londoners. I only wish I could have said how grateful I was before you know. Aww. Thank you everyone. I really love this game. I really appreciate his assistance. Gina, the truth is, I'm not the upstanding fellow you think I am. You might be a diver at heart, but it's a good heart. You've reminded me I need to be true to myself. Poor Gregson. I've got one more job to take care of before it's ta-ta to London town for foreseeable. And then, I've got to complete your education in art of detection, a law Gregson, as he said. Aw, poor him. I didn't expect him to actually die, you know. That was a bummer. Oh, he's still here. Your Excellency, this man is accusing me that objection of lying to receiving overruled the page. When this candidate comes up with a defense of women are forbidden to enter the courtroom. Oh, really? My friend son is always in British courtroom all the time doing a wonderful job. Perhaps I should have engaged the services of a regular legal team. Of a regular legal team! Why would you put Soseki in the lawyer stand? Mama, is it true about Japanese people? Are they experts at filleting corpses? Yes, they are. Fish corpses, on the whole. I'd like to hone my own filleting skills. You don't mind, do you, Mama? Yes, I do. I'm not a corpse yet, am I? No. And I'm glad. They're cute. They're both like the victim of the law, of the so-called law at the time. Here I am again in Great Britain on the invitation of my dear old university friend. He sent me a very nice letter saying he'd like to show me around now that everything was settled. Aww! What am I going to get done? I'm so excited. I picked this splendid hotel and now I can't afford it. Oh, Barrow, come to my rescue again, please. I wish you could vanish into thin air. Aww, poor him. Well, it's good that he's still keeping his friendship with his friend. That is good. When I went to make the waxwork impression of the killer in the cemetery, I realized what had happened. But even in the witness stand in the highest court in the land, I could never speak it. The Lord Chief Justice and I have struck a bargain, you see. For a faithful reproduction of the visage, there's nothing we two spells we could not do. Okay, well. Oh well. I'm so happy. Finally come to an end. Hee, everyone calls me gossip. There's no John Till little tidbits of passerby, you know. Hee, everyone calls me a Pepino, and I sell the spaghetti more better than my head then. Hee, everyone, say go, V. No, I cannot do it. This is ridiculous. Oh, darling, how charming. You've made lots of new friends here, I see. Yes, and when we are released, we are going to strike a fish together. What? Darling, no! Oh, well. start on when it was accepted on 432 enemies that we probably had to take. And however it might have ended, I knew that I wanted you there to see. If I'd end up in the dock, there's no one I would have rather defending me. But now, thanks to you, there's a new path I want to take. I'm sure we'll meet again in the courtroom, my friend. Until then, I leave Karuman in your care. Aww. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go see if I have the investigation, the Ace Attorney investigation part 2. Otherwise, I'm gonna continue that. I've made some tea, Naruto-san. It's important that you rest while we can. Once we arrive in Japan, we shall be busy establishing a new office. I'm so delighted to be accompanying you. After all, your talents have been recognized by a great detective. Because you really are the greatest lawyers, the greatest Ace Attorney, some might say. Aww, finally! The title of the game! Shit! Mikao, thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's Susato. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Mikao. Thank you. You always drop by my stream, and I really appreciate that. And this is Yanni too, and you've been with me from the start until finish. Thank you very much. I love you. Thank you. I love them so much. I really love the photo, the end photo of every Ace Attorney games. They always have the photos attached, and it's so good. I really like it. But yeah, please have some to eat. It's 12:30 already, and I'm sorry the stream got cut off at a very, very important part of the game as well. At a very, very dramatic part of the game. Well, I got to see it, but you don't, so I'm very, very sorry about that. I really hope, well, but you know, Lost Strongheart was at fault, so yeah. So he jumped down from the, what's that? From, not the judge's share. Oh, they're together! They're so cute. I love how they're university friends. They're so adorable. That is really cool. Aww. Well, I like all of them. I love every single one of the characters. I really like them. This episode is number 2 for me. Number 1 is a game you'll play next time. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll try to do it if I do think the game that I bought contained the second one. Yeah, we go to battle, let's go! Your steps! Nice! Oh well. Strongheart. He is a very formidable villain, dude. I would say. Where's Sholmes? Sholmes gone? I didn't realize he was gone. Well, yeah, he was gone. Well, I couldn't go anywhere. Oh, he's here. He's back. Okay. I love him so much. It's so good. Strongheart and Gant. Who is Gant again? Who is Gant again? I don't remember. Ah, they're back to Japan, of course. Ah, he's so cute! I love the Naruto fan so much. I'm so happy. I'm so happy it's finished. Oh my god. So good. Oh my god, the art! I'm gonna die. Come on! Stop this! Stop with the friendship art! Oh my god! I'm gonna die. I love the art so much. Oh my god. I love them. She police officer, right? Ace attorney one. Okay, I'm gonna say that I don't remember because it's been years since I played everything. Oh, Damon! Damon Gant! I do feel like Strongheart is a lot more evil compared to Damon. Yeah. I remember his name was Damon, but I don't remember his last name was Gant. But yeah, I do believe Strongheart is the most evilish one that I've seen so far because, well, he is the Lord Chief Justice, and he is also pulling a lot of strings behind him. He also used a lot of people. He killed a lot of people without blood in his hands. It is bad for me. Yeah, it is worse than Damon. Damon was bad too. But Strongheart is worse in a way that he is using somebody else to kill a lot of people. And there's a lot of things going on behind those people as well, which is very, very bad. But yeah, either way, if you commit bad crimes, you are bad, okay? There's no exception. So yeah, thank you very much everyone for coming. I love you so much. And tonight, I will be on my YouTube channel playing, not tonight, like this evening, 6 o'clock, GMT plus 7. I'll be playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33, and I really hope nobody spoils me for it, because I've never hit any spoilers at all in my life, okay? So yeah, thank you everyone, I love you until next time. Okay, what should I be doing? Who should I be rating? Who is that girl I see? Oh, Blink. Yeah, I'll read Blink. Thank you so much everyone for coming. Please be nice to Blink, okay? Be nice to her. She's my very good friend. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tonight, this evening. Bye-bye. Kirari-yoko! Over and out. Mwah! Hoku.